For the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities.
Hello, and welcome to episode 85 of That's a Shame. You can't see it, listeners, but co-host Isaac is doing some sort of weird variation on the YMCA Big Fish, Little Fish cardboard box.
Yes.
Just because he's so pumped
I love
for this episode.
85.
Oh,
I really like the number 85, and that bodes well for me.
I used to, you know, when you make up a number for something, like
Right.
for comedy, you know, oh God, it's like it's the 900 and something
I see,
time. Yeah, I always used to end with 86.
Interesting. So not quite this episode,
No,
but almost.
next episode I'm going to be
Tell
doing
us that story
a lot.
again. I'm going to remind
All right,
you
okay,
of
I'll write it down.
when we record that episode in about
85 is
1
all right,
minute.
though.
It's pretty good, isn't it? Times is to 40. That's quite nice because it's the age that Jesus was 7 years after he died. It's good. It's good stuff.
Times is to 40.
8 times 5.
Oh, I see. I thought you meant 85, as in it was a multiple.
Easy.
Of 40.
Easy money. And let me just get this out early. It's going to be a hell of an episode, isn't it?
It is.
I'm coming at you live from the Floridian Heights, which is what we call it here in the Orlando area.
Here in Collindale.
Here in flat
NW9.
Colindale. But, you know, when the listeners get their ears around
That's
this
where you will
meaty
be.
morsel, I will be over there. Probably.
Edit that out.
What, meaty morsel?
I can't believe you said it again.
I don't mind that for some reason. It sounds like the kind of phrase I'd really mind, like creative juices, but actually... I've
Two
powered
Mr.
through.
Pete's there, if ever I've heard
Mr.
them.
Pete, meaty Pete. Speaking of meat, I just had to specify some options for my plain food, as in the food that you eat when you're in the big sky bus.
Not as in boring food.
It could be,
But
though.
could be both, yeah.
And also, isn't altitude, it affects your ability to taste food anyway, doesn't it? So
Something like that.
it's all bullshit, really. You might as well just eat, like, Huel. Huel really is the perfect airline food. And if you want a coupon code, then get in touch and we both get a tenner off, gang! That's the future. So, in specifying it with British Airways or whoever it is, you had to choose from a number of options, and you overheard me on the phone to my mum as she brought into my life the unfortunate phrase lacto-ovo vegetarian, which, as you pointed out, is just vegetarian. Because it's vegetarian with, could have milk, could have eggs, which is just vegetarian. I made a bit of an error, it turns out, in rashly selecting the Asian vegetarian.
Isaac getting ahead of himself.
'Cause I'm a
once
curry
more.
lover.
He is a curry lover, and he's someone who sees himself perhaps already as a kind of automaton.
Okay, yeah. I can
And
see
so
that.
thinks of himself as immune to
the
the
effects of humanity.
gastrointestinal Achilles heel.
Carnival.
Imagine your gastrointestinal
Being your
heel.
Achilles heel.
That we mere mortals are subject to.
So I've locked myself in a big metal box for 10 hours on what I'm assuming is going to be 30 courses of constant Asian food platter, a thali.
Yeah.
That could go badly for me, but I will report back in episode 80 something
7?
to let you know how it goes. Because
Yeah, that'd be good.
I've got quite a powerful digestive system. I'm sure you've noticed.
Pop it on the old Twitter as well.
My digestive.
At That's a Shame cast.
I might start a new Twitter account just for digestive updates. Like we could call it at Gastro Guys, and then it's like they think it's a cooking
Don't say
channel.
guys, because I'm
Yeah,
not
you're gonna
taking
be
part.
involved.
I'm not getting
That's
on
gonna
board
be-
that at all.
Wow, I've already submitted samples on your behalf. So yeah, it's going to be quite a show. I think the dynamic of us both being here now, but knowing that any moment this friendship, the duo, is being torn apart by distance. How are you taking that?
Well, not
No,
well.
sorry, you said well. Yeah, you were saying well as in well,
Yeah.
not well as in I'm taking it well.
No. I was, because I said, I followed that with not well.
Okay, that's good.
However, it's hard to know how well or not I will take it because,
Yeah.
get your segue ears on,
Okay.
none of us can tell the future.
Oh, that was very good. I mean,
like that?
I wanted to linger more on how upset you were, but it's fine that you've segued beyond that, because I know that was a show decision.
Well, and
not an
also
emotional thing.
I don't want to upset you with how upset I'll be.
That's actually fair. So what we've got for you this week, guys, you know we're both deeply spiritual people, and I'm sure that comes across in each and every word we
Big
say.
fans of the occult.
I can't get enough of the occult.
Can't move
And
it. We're very esoteric guys.
deeply esoteric, yeah. And if you don't believe us for whatever reason, pop back in the archives, shame.city, give a search for Joe DeMambro's Children of Thunder, whatever the fuck they are.
I think that was it, yeah.
It was something like that, wasn't it?
Children of Thunder.
The art for that is particularly
All three
good.
of them.
It's a horrid, like, I think it's a doll.
It's
or
a
it could be
baby
real
doll
baby,
with kind of...
like war paint on
what
its
is
face
it?
or something.
What is it? It looks like kind of Juggalo.
Yes, it does
face
look like
paint,
a
doesn't it?
insane clown posse
Yeah.
fan, that baby.
Either that or... oh my God, I've forgotten.
A
Again,
zebra?
what's the name of the band?
What? The band I just said?
Gene Simmons.
Kiss.
Kiss.
I'm there.
Bit like that
it's that
as
sort of
well,
vibe.
yeah.
Have a listen to that and then follow up. Watch a whole season of Occult Crimes on Netflix.
I was stuck because I knew it was one word with a kind of SZ sound towards the end, but the only thing I could think of was squeeze.
That's
Which is
them, yeah.
perhaps
Jules
the opposite.
Holland. Jules Holland and
Jules
Gene
Holland's
Simmons.
together at last.
It's the
Face
duo we
paint and
never
all.
knew we wanted. It's the Sting and Shaggy of 2019. Very odd, isn't it? That?
Very strange.
I'm into it. Go. I say Sting. You do what you want. He's given me enough.
What about Shaggy?
already. Shaggy, he's a
Shaggy,
hanger-on.
you have to take what's coming to you.
I mean, he has to take what he's given. He's not in the artistic, financial position
No.
to make decisions.
He
like
did
that.
Glastonbury last year, though.
That's can't
And
be fair.
and it was the most incredible thing. I was watching it
Really?
on telly. And
It was good.
Not only was the crowd loving every second.
As you would, because he's an icon of his own.
But also, he was a consummate performer.
Really?
He was having so much fun.
That's good.
As you would, having spent the last decade and a half in a box somewhere.
making $1 million every second off about 2 songs.
Yeah.
Good on you, Shaggy, I say. Very interesting voice he's got there. So, like Declan so deftly alluded to, in a style that some are calling Radio 1 Ready.
Oh,
That's just the buzz I'm picking up.
Just 2 episodes ago, or in the future, I can't remember how, when now.
We were Radio 6.
But I was Radio 6, and now...
it's all changing. So if you can keep that,
Fantastic.
if you can maintain it though, that's the difficult thing, is the consistency.
Next up,
you don't want to
XFM.
just peak. That's the dream. We'd be good on XFM, wouldn't we?
We would
Should
be.
we just send them this episode? Let's see how it goes.
Oh,
first.
yeah.
I found an app. I know what you're saying, Isaac. You're the Steve Jobs of a modern era, finding an app. I've done it for you, and it's called Yes No Tarot, which is a lovely, very pleasing rhyme.
Is that supposed to be a rhyme? Do you think?
I
yes,
don't.
no,
I think
tarot.
pretty
Say
much
yes,
it's
no,
not.
and tarot.
It's brought to us by the good folks at horoscope.com.
Oh, very trustworthy
Big fans of
guys.
them. They've been
Yeah.
bringing their way into your inbox for what, years now?
Years.
Months. And what it is, they've realised that the central problem with tarot is it doesn't really gel well with the modern consumer, because we need, especially us millennials, we're all about instant gratification, aren't we?
Yeah.
If I log
Takeaways
on
and avocados.
yeah, and if I
just
log on
eat.
to Coinbase and I can't make an adjustment to my Bitcoin portfolio like in seconds, I'm out, and that's why I favour the digital currency.
Yeah.
In a similar fashion, they've realised that tarot, you have to sit down. You often have to go to a depressing-looking shack by a beach.
No, you can just order it on Amazon.
You can order. Oh no, but I mean to have your tarot read professionally.
Oh, you
can't
do it
order that
yourself.
on
You can do
Amazon.
it yourself.
No, it's not the same though, because you don't think that tarot is the kind of thing you can just come to and solve. Tarot is an art, and
Yeah, no,
it
but
would
you
do
can
better
just
to
do it
respect
yourself.
that. You can, but it's like anything. You can do your tattoo yourself.
Yeah.
Look how well that goes for most people.
Look, on the left arm, very good. On the right, not
for
so
me.
much.
But what they've done is they've taken the tarot format, all the knowledge and wisdom of thousands of years of research into tarot, and none of us know how it works, but we know that they have all of the learnings relevant to the field. They've taken that and they've condensed it into a simple format, which is you come to them with a yes or no question, as the name suggests. Mm-hmm. You pick a category, you pick a card from a series of face down cards.
Yeah.
Shows you what card the tarot gods. Is it a god in tarot?
No.
The tarot force
Yeah.
has provided, and then it will answer your question and then give you some spiel about the answer.
Basically, what it is, it's got a selection of random tarot cards.
Sorry, random.
Which you can... Well, tarot cards are
I see,
at random
okay.
anyway. But they all basically have a kind of, in some way, subscribe to a binary good, bad. I mean, some are very bad.
Like
Some are very
the
good.
genocide card, which actually means you're coming
It
into
really,
a lot of
it
war
really
money.
had no chance with a name like that.
Pigeonholed.
But, to a certain extent, but, they do seem to fall into that good,
But
bad.
what about how in every film that ever there is tarot, or like it's often used as a trite literary device. They'll pick the skull or the death card and be like, oh, fuck, the death card. And then someone's like, no, it just means like, oh, it's going to be some change.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Yeah, it's
if you're going to have a death card.
Like the devil is all right,
the
apparently.
details.
Because my girlfriend's big into the old tarot.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about how you deal with that. Has she read your tarot?
No.
Not yet.
No, because you see, the thing about tarot is, as I'm often told by her, if you're not committed, you couldn't ever hope to be getting an accurate reading.
It's one of those that if you don't already subscribe and believe in it, then it's not going to work. Sort of.
Yeah.
They're clever, those, aren't they? Because
they are good.
They keep out the.
They're often the most correct, because that's how it is with science, isn't it? It's like if you don't believe in it, then it doesn't apply to you.
Like
You're just flying all over the gaff.
He can't land. He's like Aunt Marjorie in fucking Harry Potter 3.
Yes, well done.
Good knowledge. So we've written each other 5 questions, falling into one of the following 4 categories: money, career. Now, some would say they should have been their own category together, but far be it from us to quibble at horoscope.com. Love. That's going to be an interesting one. And general, which kind of makes the rest of the topics irrelevant. But again, they know what they're doing, and we leave it.
We've written 5.
Yeah, so we've got 1 for each and then a bonus.
Yeah.
As far as I know. I think the format should be we alternate between them.
Same category each time, though, I think.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea.
Keep the themes going.
Which category would you like to start with then? I myself started with a love question.
You start with a love question? We could go with the love.
Yeah.
Do you want me to read a question first? Or
yeah, why don't
So
you?
how are we going to do this? So are we going to read the question to the other person and then they have to say it aloud into the app?
I think that should be how it works, yeah, because otherwise like we don't want to
Give
fuck
away
up the way the spirits are going to work.
No, and we don't want to give away to each other what the questions are, because
Yeah.
we could start getting some kind of like spiritual defences up.
Yeah, oh god, I hate it when that happens.
And then the spirit's like, don't ask me.
Oh, not going around there.
Don't ask me. Very
Might
closed
as well
off.
look at a magic 8 ball.
Yeah.
So I'm going to press the love button.
Okay.
Give me the question. It tells me to think about the yes/no question, then tap a card of my choice. So I'm going to look away.
Okay, so
wait for the
this is to clarify for the listeners. I've written a question that Isaac has to then ask the app. So whilst I'm going to read it in the first person, it is about Isaac.
Yeah.
So the question is, does my mother love me as much as I think she does?
Oh, this is a callback, I think, to a time when we played Paranoia many years ago, when I was voted person whose parents like them the least.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I was about to say just isn't true, but I guess I'm going to find
Well,
out.
yeah, you...
Give me the phrasing one more time so I can ask
does
that.
my mother love me as much as I think she does?
Horoscope app. Does my mother love me as much as I think she does? And I'm waving my hand over. I don't know if you picked up on that. It's quite
Amazing.
spiritual.
I'm sure that they'll have felt the aura.
I'm going to pick a card. How should we do the reveal? Do you think...
Hold it up to me. The answer is...
Oh!
Yes! Oh!
Give me the spiel.
It is said that love is...
Oh, what card did I get first?
Oh, doesn't say.
Does it say at the bottom, maybe?
Nope, it's just... It looks
What
like
does
a
it look
picture of an angel looking at a seal.
Oh, I'm the seal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is
Tag
said
yourself.
that love is better the second time around.
We had a big falling out in the late 90s.
And both of you have decided to give this relationship another chance. You thought it was over.
When I moved out.
But you truly love each other.
Oh.
You've been honest about your feelings and talked it out. Indeed, love really does conquer all.
Oh, wow, that was a lovely uplifting
It's
message.
almost like it told you what you wanted to
hear.
It's all right. These things never tell me what I want to hear. So.
I've gone for a different track.
Okay.
And that's kind of what we would hope to
Yeah,
happen
you know.
anyway. I've given you the question, and it's probably, based on what we just recorded, fresh in your mind. Will I get cucked by a gigachad?
Oh,
Yes, now-
a gigachad.
A gigachad, yeah. So obviously, for those who didn't listen to last week's episode, stop this episode.
Go back.
Do your homework.
We did.
We can't spoon feed everything. A Chad is the pinnacle of masculinity. The guy that's, Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Yeah. It's interesting because I came out of the Matrix as a Chad.
Yeah.
So this is like, am I going to be
That
Chad?
sexuality multiplier just tipped you over the edge.
Yeah. And
God.
so am I going to experience the incel life? Okay.
It's like even at the heights of Chad.
So will I be cucked by a Giga Chad? Will I ever be cucked by a Giga Chad?
Yeah. So if you could just ask it into the app, maybe do the hand action as well. Or you can come up with your own hand action. Oh, Declan's added a real twist to a classic format.
Will I ever be cucked by a Giga Chad?
Now, select a card. Oh, I'm not sure about that choice. You've got card number 11, The World. The answer is... Yes!
Oh, no!
By a Giga Chad. Now, you may be wondering, give me some more info. And I'm here to do that.
Love really does conquer all.
That'd be so funny if it was the same text. The World card tells of meeting someone while travelling in a foreign locale.
Right, so if my girlfriend ever says she wants to go on a little gap year.
You will be looking for adventure. Oh, okay, so you will be looking for adventure.
Right, and while I'm looking for adventure...
But love will find you. Now, I think the other you, and I think love here, refer to the Giga Chad. He is love in this sense.
He's going to find my girlfriend.
Together, you will sightsee and enjoy exotic cuisine. The romance will be intoxicating and the foreign manners will be delighting.
Wow.
That's a strange
Very
thing to
odd
say.
thing to say.
But you will move on, looking for more adventure.
So I'll have had enough of her.
Well, it sounds like it took... there's a process there, isn't there?
Yeah.
It's like you had to have all the exotic cuisine and the foreign manners to delight you. All of which sounds like a kind of 1940s view of like going to the colonies
Orient.
and sleeping with the natives. So I think the app perhaps could do with updating its sexual politics. And
Potentially.
But,
But it's not perfect.
Again, like we can't hold anything.
The app can't be blamed for what the spirits
Exactly.
say.
Because they're old by definition, those spirits. This is like a baby
Probably,
spirit. And I don't think they're the ones
They
advising
wouldn't
on
be.
stuff like
No,
that.
they wouldn't be in the love section.
They'll be in the like
career.
crying. So
what next?
I think let's go career next.
Okay, come on. You ask me again then.
I've given you a fairly simple one because
Okay.
I it's a question that I'm sure you consider daily as well as our
I'm
lives.
sure my dad does if it's about career.
well,
Yeah.
As our lives like diverge in places and converge in others, the natural question to ask is: will my career, this is Declan, eclipse Isaac's?
Oh.
Yeah. So
See, now what this exposes is something that I always suspected, but didn't want to think, which is that for Isaac, this collaboration is but a pit stop
stepping stone.
on the way to his own individual stardom.
The Shame is my new podcast that I'll be starting next year.
So, will my own career ever eclipse Isaac?
Not ever. I think eclipse because ever
do you
implies
think
that you could peak.
I could peak and then
I wanted
just
to
fall
like when we're both dead.
at the end,
Whose Wikipedia page is going to
100 years on.
Yeah.
Okay.
New hand gesture for this one, if you could, and
Okay.
I'll try and like transliterate it to the people at home.
Okay.
Here's your pack.
So,
Oh, he's got two hands involved this time. There's a real gentleness about it. It's like he's massaging a cloud.
will my career eclipse
Ooh.
Isaac's?
And he's selecting a card any second now. I closed the app by accident. There it is. Okay. You've picked card number 11, The World. The answer is... No!
Hang on a minute. Last time the world meant yes.
The world giveth, and
the world taketh away.
Or, as the spiel says,
The foreign manners were delightful.
the world turns, but you are letting the grass grow under your feet. You resist change and refuse to uproot yourself, continuing the grass metaphor.
Wow.
You may not have a choice. Opportunities are scarce where you are now. You may... That's so bleak.
Wow.
You may have to move
I'm
somewhere
gonna hope
else
that
to
mean.
find
I'm
work.
gonna hope that does mean literally, like as in geographically, rather than just
No,
where I
the
am in
place
life.
you are. You may have to move somewhere else to find work, and success will probably only come from a distance.
This
So-
feels again very much like our traditional good luck or bad luck
Yes.
dynamic is continuing.
Let's see if we can turn that around with my
Well,
career
your
question.
career question, you may, be bound to eclipse me, but what we don't know is in what field.
Okay.
So your question here,
Yep.
and I've introduced a bit of ambiguity into the question.
Good idea.
Because the spirits sometimes the
do the rest.
specificity doesn't really.
They seem to resist it sometimes.
Yeah, so I thought I'd widen the net for them a bit.
Good idea.
Your question is: will I ever work for/as an incel?
Oh, what do you mean work as an Insta?
That's
Is there a profession?
Coming.
Wow, okay. So I'm going to click the career.
Okay. And remember, you're going to have to show me to...
Well.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're going to have to show me before the answer appears.
I'm going to do a kind of peck.
Wow.
It's very fast and erratic.
Yeah.
Will
like
I
the
ever
incel.
work for/as an incel? I'm picking that one. Over to you. What card do I get?
Very sunny.
Oh.
The answer is...
What is it?
No!
Oh!
Hold up.
No incels.
Do not expect to move forward in career pursuits at this time.
Specific to being an incel.
Yeah. You are inexperienced.
Yeah.
You'd have thought that would put you in for the job.
No, that means you're inexperienced at not
Oh, I
being
see.
an incel.
You're a slut.
That's it.
And we'll have to start from the bottom and work your way up. With your warm and sunny disposition
That's true.
and your positive attitude,
That's true.
you will win the hearts of many who will want you on their team in time.
Oh, that's on their team is a nice euphemism, isn't it, in this context? Very nice. So it's 2 for 2 for me.
Yeah.
And a solid
0
0.
for 2 for over here.
Okay, let's go to... let's do a general one.
A general one?
I've gone... Both of my general ones are fairly medical for some reason. I've given you one that's just... it's not so much that you could act on this in a specific way, but I think if... Depending on the answer to this, it's going to really clue you in as to the kind of mindset you need to adopt going forwards.
Right, okay.
Should I take more risks when it comes to bone marrow? Is your general question.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Because, that could mean culinary-wise, it could mean transplant, it could mean donation.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of ways of interpreting it. And I think that's something the spirits will respond
So,
to.
what's the phrasing again?
Should I take more risks when it comes to bone marrow?
Okay.
I've selected the general. Let's see. Oh, he's doing a musical number for this one.
Should I take more risks when it comes to bone marrow?
It's clicked. You've got card number 2, the High Priestess. May I say, she looks resplendent upon a golden throne.
Wow.
Being carried by 4 orange dressed people, and there's someone bowing in front of her. So this is a card that
Feels
to me
positive.
does feel positive. And that's because the answer is yes.
I
You
should
be taking more risk when it comes to bone marrow. You're going to get overcome. This makes no sense. I'm going to try and fix their grammar as we go. You're going to overcome your problem because the High Priestess is a card of healing. So there's a medical element.
Okay, yeah.
The card represents paying close attention to the natural rhythm and cycles of both the body and of nature. This is very applicable.
So what I'm getting thus far is that it's saying I can play it fast and loose with my bone marrow.
You should be chucking it all over the place.
It's going to either heal itself or I'll just get some new stuff in.
From nature.
Yeah.
The priestess expresses both good judgment and knowing how to figure out exactly what is wrong. So it seems to me like you and Marrow are on a very positive trajectory.
Well, that's something.
And that's
at
probably
least.
something you didn't even know before.
That's probably my best answer yet, really, if we're thinking about it.
Really encouraging to hear.
All right. So
We're going general, are we?
general again. Yeah. And
What's the rationale?
well, as in, how did I come to this?
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking that we all make decisions in life.
Of course.
And sometimes we make wrong decisions and sometimes we make right decisions. And sometimes it takes a while to really come to terms with whether we've gone the correct or incorrect way.
Sure.
But the spirits, of course, inherently know because they transcend time.
Well, they're ghost boys.
Exactly.
And girls.
Ghost boys.
And non-binary
Ghost boys, gals,
ghosts.
non-binaries, trans, all outside of this horrid, grinding
Flesh prison.
millstone that
The
we
flesh
call
prison.
the temporal moment. And so what I thought is, I'm going to help you just get some confirmation either way, just so that,
That's good,
if you made the right decision, you can absolutely strut your stuff with confidence
That's
immediately. Cool. If not, you've got a bit of time
to reflect.
either reverse the decision or reflect. And the question is, do my new Converse suit me?
So I went out and bought some white Converse. They're high tops. The high top chucks, they
Yeah.
call them, don't they? It was a decision born out of pragmaticism initially, because I don't
Pragmatism.
have any... Yeah, that's the one. I don't have any shoes to walk around Disney World in that would work with shorts at the moment.
Yeah.
So the white is something I struggled with, and it's interesting that you picked that up. Was that from the Spirits that you picked that up in the first place, do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
It's just a kind of
well.
intuitive
Because
feeling.
I saw you sort of like space out a bit in the last episode, and that must have been...
I was just reflecting.
Was that some reflecting then? Right, okay. So yeah, white shoes are not normally my jam. I have to say, the last pair that I owned were low top.
It was interesting. I'm assuming that earlier you were just kind of walking them in rather than
Yeah,
wearing them with that outfit.
Oh yeah, no, I'm breaking them in
Yeah,
a big way.
good,
Yeah, no, because what, you're not...
No, I was just saying it wasn't the...
It's not the optimum.
No, it was an eclectic choice, is what I'm saying.
Of course. But you've got to break them in.
Yeah, you know.
Like the Spirits know.
Yeah, I'd never pretend to be some sort of fashion guru, but...
Give me the wording.
So, do my new Converse suit me? Remember to turn it round.
Do my new Converse suit me? This one. Give me its strength.
Not looking great.
Oh no! Is it the shit?
But it's a yes! All of your cards look horrid.
What was it?
I don't even know.
What? Describe what it looks like a bit.
Well, I mean, you'll be able to turn it around and see in a second, but it's an enormous, claw-fingered, yellow-eyed genie devil who is an enormous cloud pointing down with one huge index claw to a villager on some rocks.
Who has great shoes?
Someone has to win, and it might as well be you.
That's great.
That's just the episode, isn't it, really?
That's so good.
Do what you have to do to achieve your goals, because winners seldom fight fear. And afterwards, people are only interested in winners.
That's true.
When you win, you can be fair with the losers because now you are in control.
It's all right, Declan. I'll
Remember, all material gains are the devil's domain.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
you
so
can't
it's
just
come
chuck that in
It's
at the
come
end.
with a little caveat there.
That's cheeky, isn't it? Because it sounded so positive.
It initially also sounded like it was written by Trump.
Yeah, it did.
When
All
you're a
the
winner,
winners.
you can treat the losers fair because you're in control.
Well, that's good though. I'm going to ignore that
is
bit
good.
about the devil's domain or whatever it was
Yeah.
for now, because I can't see that coming back to bite me in a big way.
Yeah. So should we go on to money then and end with a kind of wild card bonus?
Why not?
Yeah. All
My
right.
money question for you, it's a simple one, because
All right.
when we did our incel test last time, there was a question that was like, are you rich? If you said yes, I think you got 0 points. And if you said no, it was like plus 0.5. I thought it was kind of weak on Splinter Cell's part not to...
Delineate.
Yeah, exactly. Because like, there's rich and there's rich. There's not rich and there's not rich. Goes without saying. I thought there could have been more work done there. Both of us, of course, we're not moneyed chaps. Someone that we vaguely know at the moment is like 21 or something, owns one of the flats that we live in and pay rent for. Obviously doing a lot better than us in every material
Single.
capacity. As many are.
Yeah,
As many are.
we're not bitter.
Because remember, the material world is the devil's domain, and that's what I'm going to tell the estate agent.
When you give him your shoes.
Yeah, totally is, and fuck off. So your money question today is, could I get a bit of that? It's just
All right,
Could I specifically? It's could I ... Could I get?
I don't want to preempt the spirits here, but I feel like...
Let me stop you there. Don't go
all right.
preempting them because they hate that.
Right.
So
Okay.
new gesture. Do you want to take a moment to align yourself spiritually, or are you feeling aligned?
No, I'm.
Do you need a
I'm
straw
ready.
to
No,
breathe through and think?
I'm ready.
Cool. Let's
I've
go
got
for
my
it.
action ready as well.
Ooh, it's like a katana slice. Here we go.
Doing like a kind of figure of 8.
That's good actually, because that's one of the spirit's favourite numbers because it's infinity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the question is, can I get some of that?
And pick a card. He's picked card number 7, the Chariot. Now this is an opulent chariot, to say the least. It's being pulled by the largest horses I've ever seen. It's decorated, it looks like the make way for Prince Ali sort of scene. The answer is, Declan, a resounding yes! Woo! You can get a bit of that.
Come on!
You may be involved in some very aggressive business deals and making bold financial investments.
I'm selling Shame.City to Jeff Bezos.
You seem to have an intuitive money sense and know a good opportunity when you see it.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to argue with the spirits.
You've done some good, done some good gambling in the past.
Yeah.
I know that for sure.
My money box thing,
Yeah.
I'm up £5.
Wow. So that was a good. That is
That's like
intuitive.
2.5% increase.
It's a very aggressive business deal.
very
as well.
much.
Your profits will be maximised, and you'll be able to put away a nice little, or rather big, nest egg.
Wow.
That's a
that is
positive
good.
turn.
That is good. Well done, the spirits.
That's really good, isn't it?
That is good.
Over to you.
Now, I don't want to say I've cheated a little bit.
Oh, come on.
No, but what I thought was that I could sense that you were going to have something of a more positive response from the spirits. Yeah.
You saw that coming, did you?
I saw that coming quite
a mile off.
Quite a way away.
Wow.
So what I thought I'd do is I'd maximise my chance to just not win, but just to find things out.
Okay.
So what I've got you to ask is a question not about something you don't know, but about something you definitely would know.
Okay.
And I want the spirits to tell me.
Okay.
Is basically
this is sounding...
the answer. So what I'd like you to ask the spirits
I'm not
is,
loving it.
have I been embezzling the Patreon dollar?
The Patreon dollar, a single one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to cut straight to the chase.
He's looking quite anxious.
Have I been embezzling the Patreon dollar?
Let's have a look.
What's the card?
The Fool.
Oh, fuck.
The answer is yes! Oh, I knew it! Oh, there's no money for our phonic, Declan. That'll have to keep coming out of your PayPal. Wow. Yes, it says.
Have a read of why. Because it may be that the fool is saying...
Well,
that
no,
you're
well,
the
here
fool.
it says, you are now earning good money and starting to make serious investments. You are learning about financial markets and researching new opportunities. True. In addition, a young, aggressive financial advisor will introduce you to innovative ways to invest.
How young are we talking? Like 7?
Bloody hell. However, do not count your chickens before your eggs are hatched, and do not become delirious thinking about money.
Wow, well, that's good advice for both of us to take on
Well,
board.
you have
when
been
you're
exposed.
Because obviously, like, I believe everything the spirits say.
Yeah.
But this one in particular is at odds with the fact that I've not. And so I'm curious as to what they mean. Because what they must mean is that in some metaphorical sense, I'm profiting from the Patreon in a way
in ways that I'm not. Yeah.
And maybe that's just because I take more joy in our listenership's support at patreon.com.
No, it was very clear about serious investments and financial markets.
Imagine if I'd seriously invested the amount that we've been very kindly donated thus far. Last one.
It's a wild card.
Yeah, it's a wild card. I'm going to put it in the general option.
Go on then. Come on then. Give us
I've gone for another. I guess the incel thing was on my mind. This is a superficial question. But again, it's something that at this stage of your life, a young man, still just about, you can pause and think, based on the answer, which of these two roads do I want to go down, dentally speaking. Be honest, comma. Do you think I'd be better looking with a bunch more teeth? Be honest. Oh, actually, wait. Do you think I'd be looking better with a bunch more teeth?
I'll be better looking or looking better.
Looking better.
Be honest.
Do you think I'd
be looking better with a bunch more teeth?
When you're ready, final hand gesture, if you would. Oh, it's the Big Fish Little Fish cardboard box. I think he's going for derivative, but the spirits, they're open-minded. Yeah.
Okay.
He's gone into some kind of trance.
Be honest. Do you think I'd be looking better with a bunch more teeth?
Press it and find out, son. It's card number 15, the Devil. He's a horrible freak in a cloud. And the answer is no.
Oh!
Do not get involved with people who scare you.
Well, you're out.
And can control you when they want, because sooner or later they will do both.
You're going to fucking fill me with teeth. That's what you've been investing in.
Yeah, I'm investing in like mouth space ink. If you are not seen as an equal, you'll never get what is yours. So why start a relationship you can't win? And I'm going to assume that's with some kind of mad dentist.
You and me.
No.
With this Patreon that I'm not winning.
No.
I'm very much
You're really
losing.
lingering on this Patreon. We're talking about teeth now.
Right, okay.
In other words, stay away from those wolves in sheep's clothing. good advice for you there. I don't know how you're going to take that.
I wonder who that could be.
Who could it be?
Yeah.
Some sort of mad dentist, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, definitely.
Your final question.
Which category is it? A gen?
It's a gen. It's a wild card.
Cool.
Look, you hit a particular. I know you don't like to talk about it, but you hit a milestone.
Episode 80.
No, on
80.
December 1st, 2017.
Oh, because it was World AIDS Day.
It was your 25th birthday.
Oh. Let's edit that out.
And, quarter of a century.
Yeah, no, I'm aware.
Yeah. That's half a century.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's quite a while.
It's, in a way, it's a while, but in another way, it's no time at all. Because they say, don't they, 25 is the new just being born. They're like, this is when you're like...
I mean, I haven't heard that myself, but I'll take your word for it. So what I thought was, if you're on the wrong path, because it's a milestone, but like you say, there's time left. There's time left, yeah. And so what I thought is, if you'd been heading in a slightly wrong direction,
taking the wrong road,
then now would be a perfect opportunity. Like you're really in your prime.
I hoped you'd notice.
Hitting your stride, potentially.
Yeah, I think so.
And so now is the time when you are best placed to be making changes for the better.
That's fair.
And if you had been kind of making a few errors here and there.
Just small ones.
Yeah, just here and there. Then now is the perfect moment. Okay. And I think the spirits are here to help you.
I would hope they were as well. They seem to have had my back so far.
Yeah, so...
Apart from that Patreon lie.
God,
what were they doing there? Getting it very wrong.
Yeah, I wonder. Speaking to us, they were. And so your question is...
Yep.
Am I a bit one note?
Am I a bit one note? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And what was the impetus for that in terms of like what personality?
Well, no, because
wise?
As an entertainer, as a
just
generally,
just
anything.
All around.
Yeah, not because I think you are.
No,
but because I know that it would be.
Shut up, Google. I know you've got a reminder. It's a reminder to start a wash.
Oh right, I see.
Nothing less one note than having a robot remind you things.
No, is that I know that to be considered one note would be a great horror to you.
Depends on the note, to be fair.
It was, I don't know, B flat.
Whoa! Why did you think of B flat? The Spirits.
It just sounds quite horrible.
Yeah.
I can
see that.
So I know that you wouldn't want that. And you like to keep people guessing.
I'm all about the guesswork.
Yeah, so you wouldn't want to carry on in that way. And if we'd let you down by kind of letting that slide...
Yeah, and people weren't pulling me up on it, then that's really their fault rather than mine. And I'm not
in a sense, yeah.
In a real sense.
But...
Okay, well...
Yeah, if you haven't been bullied enough.
Here I go. Remind me of the wording one time while I flame.
Am I a bit one note?
Am I, spirits, a bit one note? Give it to me straight.
It's the Wheel of Fortune.
Oh,
card 10.
Fuck.
The answer is... No.
Oh! Pew, pew, pew.
Let's have a read. So, stop playing the losing bet over and over again.
That means hang
on a second. What did you say about the spirits a second ago?
They're on point.
Yeah, they are on point, aren't they?
Only
asking to see the accounts after this, please. The Wheel of Fortune card relates to the repetition needed to continue making or losing something. If you're in a negative cycle, get out of the loop until your luck changes, and you can use the repetition of the cycle to keep on making instead of losing out. So see, what I think it's saying there is that it's been a bit polite with the old no, because it said no, then the advice was all about how not to do the same thing over and over again. So
I think what it's saying is you're not one note, but maybe you only have like 5 that you oscillate between.
You're kind of cycling between your one wheel.
That's fair, and I can. There are worse things to be.
Yeah.
And I'm at peace with who I am. And it's really good of the spirits. And I guess by extension, you, with, an 80% truth rate there to just
how much?
Help course correct those slight.
I suppose they did say that I'd never eclipse you. So, they're very much playing it kind of fast and loose with the truth there.
Wow. Well, I think we've learned all kinds of things we didn't expect to. And It was really quite a
lots
positive
to go to the
experience.
authorities with.
Yeah, there's a real amount of investment that you need to be doing.
That you have been.
From my very young financial
Maybe
advisor.
I'm the young financial advisor because I've been doing well financially.
What about young, though? That
Well, I'm
doesn't
younger
seem to
than
apply.
you.
Yeah, but not by much.
Yeah, about...
It doesn't really get to a point where... We're at the age now where no one cares.
Is it a year? Is it? No, it's over a year. Sorry, it's over a year.
Only just by a little bit over a year.
Well, yeah.
I've got the wisdom,
basically,
though, so...
Basically 14 months.
Yeah,
So.
cool. Well, thanks to the spirits. Let's give them a quick round of applause. Hope you're clapping at home. And if you want to find anything out about the spirits, send us your yes/no questions. We'll be happy to ask
Absolutely.
them and report back. That could be a regular feature because I tell you what,
I
wasn't expecting the level of insight
No.
for the most part. Yeah,
crazily
accurate almost. Declan, we're a show that's all about contact, whether it's with the dead, with the spirits, with the Fat Earth community or Fat Olive herself. How can people out there get involved in the big wheel of fortune that is the Shame City Hype?
Well, there are several ways, of course. They could email in TAS at shame.city. Or if they prefer a more internet savvy way of leapfrogging into our inboxes.
Send us a Foursquare.
No.
A geocache.
No.
TripAdvisor review for the show.
Probably poor.
Okay.
Probably not really a medium for doing that.
Okay, right.
I was thinking more just go to the website. Shame.city/contact. It will take you to the particular page to get in touch.
Have a browse of the whole place.
Yes. While you're there.
Headshots are on there. We look lovely in them.
We do.
Very nice.
Very, very different eyes.
Really? What, from our real life selves or from each other?
From each other.
Well, that's
yours
the
very, very
positivity in the
light,
darkness.
mine very, very dark.
Yeah, and that was kind of reflected.
Not hunter's eyes, as we found out last week.
Far
but,
from it. Yeah.
While you're there, shame.city/review or reviews will take you to iTunes in order that you can leave us those 5 stars. I've heard that that's actually... The 5 stars isn't a rating. It's just you have to leave that. It's like that prove I'm not a robot kind of thing.
Capture.
Yeah, if you hit 3 or 4, then it just doesn't go through. So yeah, make sure you hit those 5 so that your words do come through to us.
Because it'd be a shame otherwise.
Yeah. And we're not about that here. That's a shame.
Of course not.
You can find us on Twitter. You can find the show at That's a Shamecast, or you can find myself at Cynical Declan. You can find Isaac at IsaacBD. He'll be posting all sorts of, he will have been posting and will be continuing to post all sorts of Disneyland related updates.
Disney World, but that's fine.
Well, that's part of it, isn't it?
No, but that's
the
good.
land. Yeah.
No, well, it's fine.
There is land there.
There is land.
And it is Disney.
Guess how much there is? As much as San Francisco.
That's
a fact I've never told you before, isn't it?
No,
crazy.
Definitely.
It's not one of my go-to
You don't like to mention
facts.
that ever, really.
It's mad.
So you can also find us on Patreon if you have but $1 for Isaac to spend on whatever the fuck he wants, while I'm left struggling in the old overdraft.
Just to correct the record,
then
no one
you
has touched
can,
the Patreon.
Then you can
Ever.
find...
In fact, I'm owed money from the Patreon for our BAFTA entry.
Oh,
I didn't take
get
myself.
out of town.
Goodness me.
Don't be using that to make yourself a fucking martyr.
I wouldn't have brought it up if you hadn't started. You and these ghosts didn't start. I know the ghosts are on my side. God, sorry ghosts. I almost laid blame at the wrong doorstep.
Look, if you want to fund Isaac's next set of Converse, then patreon.com.
That definitely suits me. Ghost approved.
City.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Anything at all is vastly appreciated. Besides that, we ask only that you take into your hearts and put out into your lives one of the core mantras of the show, which is Womibom.
It's a pillar.
Word of mouth is best of mouth.
It sure is. And
Tell a friend.
I'll be telling everyone in
Tell
Florida
an enemy.
I can grab.
Maybe find some common ground.
That would be a lovely way to solve all
And if
kinds
so,
of
let us know.
crises. Yeah, absolutely. We'll be back with another hit episode, I imagine, won't we? What number will it be? 86. We'll be coming at you live on Sunday, maybe? Okay, well, whatever this one is, you know the other
It's
one
the
anyway.
next one. Not that we aren't prepared.
Come on, of course we are, guys. Until then, I've been Isaac, you've been.
I've been Declan.
And may the spirits be with you.
Bye, guys.
Always.
Look for the bare necessities, necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities, oh Mother Nature's recipes that bring the bare necessities of life. Wherever I wander, wherever I roam, I couldn't be fonder of my big home. The bees are buzzing in the tree to make some honey just for me. The bare necessities of life will come to you. For the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities, oh Mother Nature's recipes that bring the bare necessities of life. Wherever I wander, wherever I roam, I couldn't be fonder, my new home. The bees are buzzing in the tree to make some honey just for me. The bare necessities of life will come to you.